Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's Clean With Me video, I am answering viewers' questions. Today in Northern Virginia, we are getting about 10 inches of snow, and I have just a bunch of random cleaning to do. I have some Christmas decorations to take down, and I thought it would be so much more interesting if I answered some of your questions. So I reached out online and so many of you responded with such great questions. So while I am cleaning in the background, we can get started. So Amy asked if I keep a cleaning schedule or do I just clean as needed? Also, do you try new recipes often? I definitely have cleaning routines. I have certain things that I do in the morning and certain things that I do before I go to bed at night. And I really think it's that these routines are what help me stay on track so the house never gets too much out of control or too much for me to handle. And yes, I try new recipes all the time. Cooking is one of my favorite hobbies, and it is just so much fun to try something new. Christy asked what inspired me to do a YouTube channel. I had a blog for a number of years. Then one of my children had gotten really ill and I kind of abandoned it for a better part of a year. So when I came back to blogging, I wanted to start really fresh with a new blog, and I just introduced it on YouTube, which is my very first video on my channel. I was already such a big fan of YouTube anyway, and I thought it would be fun to do some videos. So I would add a video to go along with a post on my blog. And those first few videos are really sad. I mean, it was really bad lighting. I looked frightened, but I just kept doing it. It was something that I really enjoyed. I liked the whole process of filming and editing and all that stuff. Suzanne asks, is the ring set on your right hand your mother's? Yes, it is my mom's rings. She passed away about 19 years ago, and I wear her engagement ring, wedding band, and ring guards. When my dad gave them to me, he said that it would be like having her with me every day. And some of you know that my dad passed away about 18 months ago, and I do feel it's like having both of them with me all the time. Dolores asks, you are always so positive. How do you stay that way? And is there anything that gets you down? I really work at being positive. I think that sometimes it is so easy to let the world get you down. And I am just generally very grateful for the blessings in my life. And I think if you stick to gratitude, that being positive will come more naturally. Also, I think finding joy in just the really simple things in life. When my kids were really young, I used to tell them all the time to find the fun in any situation that they were in, and I hope that helped them be more positive and look to the brighter side of things. Twyla asks, do you decorate for all the holidays? And do you have OCD? Your house is always spotless. Yes, I decorate for almost all the holidays, and I definitely decorate for every season. I just think it's fun to celebrate these special days throughout the year. You know, it gives you an excuse to make a special meal and create a little tradition for your family. And no, I do not suffer from OCD. However, I think we all carry our own OCD tendencies that manifest, with certain things, but no, I do not have OCD. Beth Ann asked if your mom is your inspiration for being such a wonderful cook. Oh, absolutely. I have been so fortunate to have so many great cooks in my life. I grew up in a huge Italian family. My mom had 9 brothers and sisters, and my grandmother was just amazing. I grew up with my mom making homemade pasta and homemade bread, huge holiday meals and recipes that I don't even come close to making. Food was like my family's way to show you that they loved you, and there was always so much of it around. Milvia asked, do you have a daily nighttime and daytime skin routine? Yes, I sure do. When I was younger, I had cystic acne, so I got into the habit back then trying to take really good care of my skin, and these days I put so much moisturizer on my face that I swear I should look like I'm about 7 years old. But I do have a routine and products that I have used for years, and I've shared them before in a video, but I will definitely put another one together to show the products that I use and love. One of the questions that I got a lot was about teaching preschool and how I got started doing it. I started teaching preschool about 9 years ago, and I came to it when my youngest child went to middle school. Before I had kids and after college, I worked in marketing, and I thought if I went back to work, I really didn't want to be in an office all day, and I wanted to be with children. Luckily for me, a local church-based preschool had an opening for a preschool teacher. I went on an interview and I started teaching about 2 days later, and it has absolutely been my favorite job I have ever had. Emily asked, did you come up with your home decorating and clothing style on your own, or was it something you learned from someone? Like everyone else, I think my decorating style has evolved over the years. When I was first married, I was very, very country, and that evolved into very primitive, which then evolved into this farmhouse vintagey style thing I have going on now. And clothing wise, I think that evolves over time too. I grew up in the 80s, and back then I was very preppy / Molly Ringwald, and I think I still carry some of that into today. Pammy asked, you have so much energy. Do you get up early in the AM? During the week, I am usually up by 6 or 5:45. I like to get up at least 2 hours before I need to be out the door. On the weekends, we tend to sleep in just a little bit, but I really do like to get up early. I seem to be able to get more accomplished the earlier that I get up in the morning. I think that is all the questions I'm going to have time for today. Thank you all so very much for sending in your questions. This has been so much fun. This all got started because our community very quietly grew to over 14,000 subscribers during the holidays, and I thought it was time that we all got to know each other a little bit better. Along with the questions, I got so many great ideas for upcoming videos. Thank you all so much for your suggestions, and I'm going to get to work on those very soon. So thank you so much for watching today. If you are new here, I hope you will subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, and I will see you again soon. Bye!